Hello everybody, it's me Chris at Pro-Am for our Friday chat. Today we're going to talk about some pads. As you know, we did the original air pads when Atomy rotator cuff in training 26 years ago or 27 years ago. And usual thing, everybody copies them, being made in Pakistan. There's no copyright laws, so anybody comes up with a good idea, they copy off us. You've seen ours, they're called the original air pads. Currently we're out of stock because we're bringing in a new set in the next few weeks, which would be our Mark 7s, I think, our 7th series of air pads, because we improve them every time. So a lot of the companies who do an air pad are probably a little bit behind what we do. So today we've got these Phenom Air Pads. These retail at £150, so they're slightly dearer than ours, but it's about an average price for those who copy our air pads. They're a mix of Mark 2s, Mark 3s and Mark 4s, to be honest. They're they're nice leather, good quality leather, and it's the lacquered kind of leather, so you've got that nice sheeny shine on them. And the smaller size, like our later models as well. Whereas we've gone slightly bigger again for the new model. Now, they have this Velcro strap on, like I think we haven't done since the Mark 3s, because there's no need for it. And these are new, so they're very tight, get your paws in. So you don't need the strap on these. Now these have the half a tennis ball type thing in the back, what you use on a curved pad. That's for a curved pad, so you can grip the pad. So you don't, again, we've learnt by now, we don't need that on an air mitt pad. Nice and thick. It is heavy. We weighed them. They're like 470 grams each. So it is heavy for the air pad. What I can say to you is, if you've got big hands, you're going to struggle, because I've not got big hands as such, but my fingers are right at the top. The other thing we learnt not to do is this. We put it on, like curved pads as well for you to protect your wrist, because your wrist gets hammered. With the shape of that one, as soon as I put my hand in it, I can feel my wrist aching. So I can tell you now that's going to ache after a few rounds on the pads. But these are ideal for big punches. I do know, without even opening it, I know what's inside, obviously. They're quite close to what we do with the donuts and things like that, but there's a few of our secret ingredients not in there, which causes what we've learnt in the past. It causes this part here, as you can see, this is the soft part with the air pocket. The leather will stretch and stretch, and I'm quite sure with this lacquered leather, the lacquer will crack on this and probably crack the leather, but by that time they're knackered anyway. And I'll show you something like that now. So that's the Phenom mitt. This is one of our old ones. This is a Mark 3, so it does have the strap on it. You'll notice it doesn't have that, and it doesn't have the ball in the back. Now, we did a little thing with these yesterday on Instagram. We repadded these, and the original idea of our air pads was when the foam gets tired, you take the padding out and you replace it. Well, not all of it, but some of it. So these have just been done. They're a bit lighter than them, but I would imagine after weighting those is probably sweating the hard work gone into them. But they were done yesterday, and you can see the similarities in what we've done on it. You see the little strap, the finger cover. We've done them without the finger cover before. I think the Mark 4s, the ones that came after that, didn't have that on, and people said they preferred it that way. I get that, because I've had my fingers snapped a few times. It's what happens, part and parcel of being a padman or a trainer. The other thing these haven't got is the breather holes. Now if you put some of them, and we've done it in the past as well, put a zip on so you can replace the foam easy. So you need the little breather holes, otherwise it bursts the zip. Now even with the laces, it puts strain on all the stitching without the breather holes. So I would think whoever's copied these, be it the factory or the owners of the company, or I believe they're the same one in the same family in this instance, they've not noticed that. And you know why? Because they might be good manufacturers or whatever, but they're not boxing people. So there you have it. That's like a cross between our Mark 2s, 3s and 4s. And more than 2 and 3 times the price we charge for our Mark 2s, 3s and 4s. The new model that comes out of ours in a couple of weeks, be a little bit bigger than this. It won't have all the straps and these bits and pieces, because after 20 odd years we know the pitfalls and the trials and tribulations. A copy's a copy. It's up to them, you know. They're not, you know, if they want to copy other people's ideas, let them do it. From what I understand, Phenom used to work for Rival, and they've had a bit of a fallout. Rival used to do the air pads. They do them now and again. Me and Rival have spoke about the air pads in the past as well. Ours are still the best, but you can never beat the original, can you? So there you have it. £150, Phenom Air Pads. Probably the closest to ours, but not quite. Like I say, they've not, because I use them, they've not learnt the pitfalls of all these little things that you don't need, that are wasting money by putting them in there. So that's our little comparison today. And as I always say to everybody, this is my personal opinion, with over 50 years experience of using all this stuff, 30 years of designing, creating and selling it. So if my opinion ain't worth anything, what is? The other thing we're being asked about is, obviously the last 2 weeks Molly's not been heard in the background. As you know, Molly, our mascot. The reason she wasn't in, she lost an eye, so she's a pirate now. So Molly lots of likes, and so don't forget to subscribe. Now you know what's happened to Molly. You'll see more of her every week. She's quite happy with one eye. She doesn't really care. She's hard as nails, proper little fighter. So come here, Mol. There she is. So that's why she hasn't been with us for 2 weeks. This week is her first day back in work. So throw a few extra likes in for Molly, please. Thank you, and I'll see you again. So hope you like this one. Please like, subscribe, tick the box, pass us on to your friends, watch us on Instagram, follow us on everything you can, and order on our website www.prounboxing.co.uk, and I'll see you next week.